Hey everybody, it's been quite a while. I decided that we were going to go back and do April's drink video.
And I started crying as soon as I heard this plan.
So this is our master plan for Undertale.
Don't involve me in any of this planning.
This is the master plan for Undertale. And
I can't even remember what order to drink these in.
this is a shot set designed after Undertale.
This is an overwhelming amount of alcohol. I can taste it from here.
So to begin with, we have the Frisk. Now we're not going to drink the Frisk yet. At any given point, we will drink the Frisk. And the Frisk is different for each of us because it's you. So for me, I have a nice strawberry mead. For you,
I got milk because I'm little.
so we are not going to be doing the numbers like usual because there's just so many. We'd get confused, you'd get confused, there'd be no point. So
We get confused with one drink, let's be honest here.
we'll do each shot, we'll give some thoughts on it, we'll do the next shot. That's how a shot challenge is supposed to work.
I think shot challenges are also supposed to work with maybe like this many? Not this many?
So to begin with, we have the Flowey. It is 3/4 sweet and sour mix, 1/4 tequila.
I already don't like this one.
Thumbs up. Conceptually, I see what I was going for, but I'm not sure sweet and sour mix and tequila mix.
I mean, I liked the sweet and sour half of it.
It wasn't bad. Wasn't great. No, I don't know. Something about the tequila with the sweet and sour didn't work for me.
I do think sweet and sour is supposed to be with a whiskey, so it's completely different flavor profile.
Well, I picked the tequila because tequila comes from agave, which is a plant. So sweet and sour is yellow for Flowey plus plant. If you're gonna do the challenge, maybe consider sweet and sour mix and lemonade whiskey.
Yeah, I can see it.
I know I had a reason to go for the tequila, but it just doesn't mix very well.
Also, if you want to go for this challenge, you are more sadistic than I thought.
Masochistic.
Listen, you don't do shot sets on your own.
So next up, we have Goat Mom. This one is 5/6 strawberry liqueur and 1/6 cinnamon whiskey.
I'm less scared by this one, but I am already regretting all of these decisions again.
Here we go. That was delicious.
It's interesting, very interesting.
I liked it.
I wouldn't necessarily say I liked it, but it was very interesting.
Like, it had a touch of a kick, but it was very sweet, which was my intent. I mean, it's hard to tell what the glass it was in, but it was very red.
Very.
I liked that one. Plus, even though I know everything in it was highly alcoholic, it didn't taste it.
Which is terrifying.
I could do a lot of those and not notice.
That is probably worse.
Right, moving right along, we have Sans. For both of the Skeleton Brothers, we used creams. This one, because Sans is the better of the two skeletons, fight me.
I'm Sans.
We used the good stuff. This is Black Button Bourbon Cream with a touch of peppermint schnapps because Sans is cool. We're definitely not going to have a bad time on this one because it's a pacifist run. If anything, the peppermint brought out more of the cream aspects.
Yeah.
That was good.
I'm still not sure I'm making it through this.
Yeah, but you gotta admit, that was delicious.
Well, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying I'm not sure I'm making it through this.
I mean, admittedly, most of it was black bottom.
But mint is that thing where you need 2 drops and it's overpowering half the time.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take a pause here to do the frisk. You don't have to do it at the same time I do. As I said earlier, strawberry mead. As good as always. Next up is papyrus.
Papyrus.
So papyrus, being the lesser skeleton, instead has Bailey's.
Not Bailey's. Bailey's is the expensive version.
No,
That other Irish cream that we have, not Molly's, but the other one.
yes. He has the cheap Irish cream.
Not the cheapest Irish cream, but
Within it, he also has grenadine, which gives the nice spaghetti red at the bottom. Throughout it, to assist with the cherry flavor, is Grand Mariner, which unfortunately has a weird effect on the cream. When I poured out the cream on its own, it looks fine. When I pour it out into Grand Mariner, it looks chunky, like it's gone bad. But I can say from having drunk some of it straight earlier, it's not gone bad.
And looking at the bottom part is terrifying because that grenadine does not mix at all.
I tried to mix them.
And I'm
the
going to
grenadine
presume
went no.
you didn't even pour the grenadine first.
I poured the grenadine second, then stirred the whole thing trying to mix it, and the grenadine said no.
so just for future reference, all y'all cocktail mixers, grenadine and Irish cream are like oil and water. They kill birds.
Here we go. That texture.
That flavor. If you were going for papyrus's spaghetti, you got it.
I can't do that.
Don't do that.
The Grand Mariner mixed in gives it this horrific texture. Like, oh god. What would I even describe that as?
The cottage cheese liquidy parts.
Yeah.
Just take out the cheese curds and drink that nasty
Liquid
stuff in it.
That gathers at the top where it's got that thickness to it. Oh god. That's
And then
terrible.
make it like a cherry Irish cream. It's as bad as it sounds.
Oh.
Papyrus,
man.
learn to cook. God damn. Oh,
That was awful.
I think that was appropriate for how awful it was.
Okay.
That is, it's even sticking to the side of the glass still.
Moving along to the next one.
Oh no.
That was-
Why?
That was bad. No. Okay.
Oh.
Undyne. Undyne the Undyne.
Undyne, punch him. Teach him to cook for real, please.
So at first with Undyne, I was like, what would be blue? Maybe blue Krakow, blue
Oh
cookies.
God, I remember what this is. I'm very scared.
And all I could hear in my head was, that's wussy, you pathetic little baby. Give me scotch straight on the rocks. This is a shot of scotch and nothing else.
I forfeit. I'm gonna spare Undine. I'm kidding. I'm gonna do it, but I don't wanna. I don't know what scotch tastes like straight.
Interesting.
That does not help me take this shot, sir.
Oh, okay, he's doing milk first. I don't like scotch. I really don't.
You got me into this. Why?
Alright, we are over halfway done. We've both done Frisk. We've hit the halfway point. Not counting Papyrus. Oh god, I said the name and I could taste it.
I can't taste anything right now.
Oh. Alright, you're fine to drink this one. Next up is the Alphys. This is our break. This is sweet and sour mix and grenadine. everything else. So it is, grenadine is 1% alcohol, sweet and sour mix is 0% alcohol. This exists.
But sweet and sour and sweet.
Take a break. That is delicious. It is 3/4 sweet and sour, 1/4 grenadine.
This is lemonade. My lips are really sticky now.
I won't blame you if you have to back out. Alright, next up is... Which one is this?
I don't know.
Hang on, I can tell by smell.
Tall glass of spiders?
Oh yeah, this is the glass of spiders. This is muffin. This one also isn't particularly alcoholic. It is the spider cider. I actually debated doing just this as a mixed drink, but I couldn't pass up on all the other ideas I had for other people.
You could have passed up on papyrus.
I could have passed up on papyrus. I'm sorry, papyrus. Anyways, muffin. This is the spider cider. It's about 4/5 of pumpkin cider from Aldi's and 1/5 of chocolate vodka. It's just cider. Oh, that's good.
I could go for a tall glass of spiders.
Seriously, that is understatedly
If
delicious.
that is canonically what a tall glass of spiders is, I am fine with this.
Oh.
I mean, right now I couldn't, but...
I mean, I've always known that the Aldi's pumpkin cider is delicious. Absolutely delicious. And for the price that it is, because it's Aldi's, woohoo!
I mean, I wasn't a fan of it, but it wasn't bad.
I love it. Love it to death. But you add that hint of chocolate from the vodka. Yeah. Now for something a bit more fruity, we have Metaton. For Metaton, my thought process was, what's something over the top that I would expect a movie star to drink? Well, in connection with Undyne's and lack of fruity, why don't I make something fruity? Yeah, that works for Metaton. So it is 1/3 Gala and 2/3 mango pineapple vodka. Nice and fruity.
We're all fruits.
Oh man, smell that.
That doesn't even smell alcoholic.
That smells
This will
delicious.
be easy. That was not easy.
No, what? That was awful.
So I think a lot of the issue with that last shot is just the contrast of how high the alcohol content did end up and the fruity flavor, so it's just...
It also didn't blend well. It smelled
No.
amazing, but the taste was... Awful puts it a little bit too nicely.
It was very fruity, but it was also like super bitter from the alcohol. I didn't actually finish it. Yeah, I did that as a proper shot. There is nothing in there.
It was rough. Unbelievably rough. Unpleasant. Horrible.
Put that thing in the next Exploding Kittens expansion, because that is a whole lot of nope.
So, he's failed out of the shot challenge.
I'm still going to try and do a sip or two of the next to give opinions on the flavor, but I'm not even going to bother trying to do the full shots. I knew I was kind of on the edge for most of those. I'm like, alright, it's just more alcohol, I can handle that. That was like
not just more
at least
alcohol.
75% over the flavor of that last one.
Oh.
I need to clean that sink better.
The flavor was just terrible. Flavor-wise, it was worse than the skeleton that shall not be mentioned.
Otherwise, he's failing out of this too, and we don't want that. This was his idea. We're making him suffer.
Next up in the challenge.
Spectacular!
Next up in the challenge, we have the Asgore. As it is Goat Dad, I was influenced by our dad. Not saying our dad is a goat. It was the dad.
He
part.
is the greatest dad of all time.
Anyways, it is half Kahlua, half spiced rum.
Which I suppose is to say 3/4 rum and 1/4 coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about like that. It's a strong tasting Kahlua.
Oh crap, that's delicious.
It's mostly coffee, solid rum in there. I'm gonna take a second sip just to make sure.
No, that's what I'm getting. If anything, it brings out more of the chocolatey notes in the Kahlua.
It's probably the rum part. Or just chocolate's cocoa's one of the spices in spiced rum, probably.
Probably, but
That's good.
cuts down the flavor to a background flavor, brings out some of the more chocolatey notes in Kahlua, and cuts down on the fakeness of the Kahlua flavor. I like that. I like that quite a bit, and I'm not a big fan of Kahlua.
If I was in a more reasonably drinking mode, if I had not just done 7.5 1/4 shots, 6 1/4. If I had not just done too many shots, one of which was pure scotch, I would definitely enjoy that more. But hey, all the other flavors in my mouth are gone, and that's a good thing with what those all were.
Finally, last of the last. Am I going to make it to the end of this challenge? Looks like it. Finally, we have the Photoshop Flowey.
The bad decision of all.
If you haven't played the game, you probably think I'm absolutely insane, and I guess spoiler warnings, but just saying the name doesn't answer anything. It is 3/4 of sour apple schnapps, which is not what's terrifying. What's terrifying is 1/4 of pepper shine.
Oh yeah, we own that. I forgot since you last told me what was in these.
Bottoms up. Oh, that's a smell. These isn't too offensive, actually.
They definitely hit the two parts of the tongue. They're
Yeah.
actually complementary flavors, but
I never thought they'd be complementary flavors, but they are.
sour and spicy. They're different parts that they hit different parts of the tongue harder. Also, the schnapps has that bit of a sweet in all of the iterations of it. It's that front of the tongue sour hits the sides. The spicy, bittery shine hits the back. It's a very appreciable shot.
Yeah. I was surprised. I expected it to be scary, off the wall. I expected this to be the worst shot of the bunch, and instead, it's pleasant, enjoyable. The two flavors beautifully complement each other in a way I never would have guessed.
Oh, don't get us wrong, it's still strong.
Oh, it's strong, but it's good. I'm shocked. I guess I shouldn't be this shocked I made it. I didn't expect it to be horrible, but
We also didn't expect the stupid, sexy stripper bot to be horrible, so.
So this was actually kind of delicious. Give me this! For all of them combined as a challenge. I can't call them a set because there's no real unity, but as a challenge, it was enjoyable.
Overall,
It'd be something good for a geek party.
these two do something different, please, for your own safety. That is skeleton number 2 and stupid sexy robot for the people that don't know what I'm pointing at.
The two of those definitely can't be the same. Come up with something different. Maybe just a straight shot of something fruity. for Metaton. I could get behind that.
Or even like a lemonade with a lemonade vodka.
Yeah.
Something that you could see being backstage at a show.
In terms of spaghetti skeleton,
Part of me, it still makes sense, but maybe getting rid of the Grand Mariner?
I'm not sure what we could do to correct it.
I think it might be because Irish cream is kind of a hard thing to mix stuff with. Maybe a strawberry vodka? So still kind of get that red, but...
We can't really give you suggestions, but he should be awesome enough that you could have ideas of your own just from having watched this.
Ooh, do a shot of marinara with some Everclear mixed in.
It doesn't sound good, but it sounds better, which is something I didn't expect to say. Also, I would definitely suggest doing, say, a lemonade whiskey instead of the...
tequila.
Yeah, for the initial flowey, but everything else...
Even if you didn't, though, in case you just had the tequila instead of whiskey, it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't bad.
It was just a very different flavor.
All of the others, though, Goat Mom was delicious. I just wish there had been a way to add butterscotch. Sans, can't go wrong with Black Button. Can't go wrong.
And mint with it was...
The mint
decision.
really brings out a lot of the cream that you will sometimes actually lose in an Irish cream with the other alcohols. Undyne,
Officially, it's what we wanted.
yeah, Alphys was a good, relaxing middle shot.
I would have believed you if you told me it was lemonade that had red food coloring in it.
Yeah. Tall Glass of Spiders, I may legitimately make myself a Tall Glass of Spiders on its own tomorrow.
Well, maybe not tomorrow, but...
Well, okay, tomorrow we'll be recording the August drink video that should have gone up yesterday as of when we're recording this. But still, I think I'm gonna actually make myself a Tall Glass of Spiders.
At some point, yeah, that definitely gives us another reason to go to Aldi's when we're not home alone.
Like we said, Metaton.
Change stupid sexy robot.
I almost threw up from just the flavor. He did throw up from the flavor. It was
I mean, it was
awful.
definitely more than just the flavor, but
It was so bad.
don't. I know I say that a lot, but just no. Hammer some ice picks under your toenails before you do that.
GoDad was tasty. We described it perfectly. And Photoshop Flowey was a surprise.
Yeah.
I expected it to be weird. I didn't expect it to be absolutely delicious.
I would do shots of that.
In a heartbeat. I'd do 11 shots of just that. And then finally, the Frisk.
Choose something you like. Choose something that you can take your mind off of the fact you're about to do a shot of scotch with.
But it could be anything. In my case, the strawberry that I had is an 11 point something percent. It's strong. It's not as strong as the rest of these, but it's up there, whereas he picked milk. What matters is you pick what works for you. It could be a juice. It could be a repeat of one of these shots.
It could be just a
Same
shot
as us.
you like. It could have been one of the Captain Falcon shot. That was actually a decent shot.
That was strawberry or
That was
apple
sour
pucker,
and 100 rum.
yeah, 100 proof rum. That
Don't
was
even
pretty
need
good.
layer. Yeah, that was a decent shot. You could do another shot as part of it.
Yeah.
That one is just up to you to make it more difficult or slightly easier as you choose. I was honestly considering water for a while, but I knew I needed something with that little bit of flavor at some point.
What really matters is that it's you. Frisk is you. So with that, I can say go out and try this challenge with your nerdy friends. See if you can make it all the way, and join me among the ranks.
Friends. Like anyone watching that has these.
So at that point,
Don't do it, man.
cheers. And we will see you in the next video. Farewell.
This man's crazy. I apologize.